Hi, it's Tina from Lessons for Little Ones, and in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how you can use any of my editable birthday certificates for digital distance learning. I know this year may be different for a lot of you. You may have some students in your classroom and some who are just doing distance learning, or you have all distance learning. So I wanted to make sure that you knew that you could use the certificates digitally and still send your students something special for their birthdays. So the first thing I suggest you do prior to editing the certificates is to choose a place on your computer where you want to store the digital certificates and to create a new folder in which to store all the digital certificates for your students. So as you can see here, I made a new folder. I'm just going to call it Birthdays 2020. Okay. All right, so then you go back to the PowerPoint file. When you purchase the my birthday certificates, you will get editable PowerPoint files. So you can pick from a wide variety of certificates. So you can give each student a different certificate, or you can pick one certificate to use for all your students. That is up to you. And there are also half birthdays because we don't want to forget those students who have summer birthdays. That was me growing up. I had a June birthday and was always sad that I never got to celebrate in school. So what I do for all those kids that have summer birthdays where you may not be in school, we celebrate their half birthday. So for example, if they had a birthday in June, then we would celebrate their half birthday in December. So that's an option as well. Okay, so you go to the certificate that you wish to edit, and all of the text is editable. So the first thing you would want to do is obviously put the student's name. So let's see here. I'm going to put a fictitious student on here. And you can customize this. If you do not like the font that was used, you can go up here and change your to a font of your choice. I know a lot of us have custom fonts that we like to use, so you can choose whatever font you would like. Let's see. I'll go with that one. Looks kind of cute. And you can also change the size. So if that one looks a little too big for the line, we can change the size and you can move it to a different location. You can also change the font color. Maybe you don't want the name to be black, so you can come up here and you can pick any font color. Or one of my favorite tools to use is the eyedropper tool, because then when you click the eyedropper, you can choose any color that is on the screen and it will match it. So let's say you wanted to pick this certain blue color from the banner for the name as well. You could just put the eyedropper on that blue and it makes it blue. So I like using that myself. And then again, if you don't like this message, maybe you want to personalize it a little more for your students, you can change this text as well. I'm not going to do that at this time. And then down here, these are all editable too. If you wanted to change them instead of teacher or date, you can customize those to your needs. I'm just going to keep it as it is and use my name. And I'm going to change this font to look like, I have a font that looks like a signature. So I'm going to use that to look Make it look more like I signed it. Again, you can use any fonts that you have on your computer. And then this would be their birthday. We'll just change that. Let's put October 6th. Okay. So once you have it all edited to your liking, what you do in order to send it digitally is you need to save it as a JPEG file. And that's really easy to do in PowerPoint. You just come up to the upper left corner under File, and you're going to click Save As, and then Browse. And you want to locate the place on your computer where you made that special file to store your certificates. So mine was in My Documents, and it was Birthdays 2020. So you want to open that special folder. Now this is very important. Under Save as Type, we do not want it to be a PowerPoint presentation because we want to be able to send it easily digitally. So I suggest doing a JPEG file. So you want to make sure that you change this to JPEG. Now, if you would wish to use one of these other types of files, like PNG, GIF, whatever, but I suggest JPEG. They're just the easiest to send. Okay, so once you have that as a JPEG file, then you want to change the name. And I suggest you use the students' names. It's just very easy to keep track, of the certificates if it's the student's name. And then you can just easily send it on their birthday. So I have the name as the student's name, and we're saving it as a JPEG. So then you just click Save. And PowerPoint's going to have this pop-up come up. And this is very important too. It's going to ask you, which slides do you want to export? And then it's very important that you change it to just this one, because you don't want to save every slide in the PowerPoint. We just want to save the one that we edited for the student. So you're going to click just this one. And that means that just this slide, this certificate here, was saved in that folder for, in my case, Elizabeth Smith. Okay, so then when you want to do another student, if you want to keep them all the same type of certificate, then you would just go in here and you would change the student name and the date. Or if you want to have different special sayings for each student, that's up to you. Or maybe you want to do a different certificate for different students. You can do that as well. But again, you just edit the name, the message, these files, and then just repeat that. File, Save As, you want to change it to JPEG, and the student's name. Okay, so then after you do that, in that file, you will have individual JPEGs for each of your student birthdays. And then you can send them whatever platform, using whatever platform that you use for digital distance learning. If you're using Google Classroom, then you simply send it as a JPEG to them, and they can save it and print it. Or maybe you want to send it to them via Seesaw or email or text. However you can send a JPEG file, then you can send them their special customized birthday certificate. And then, and surprise them and give them something special on their special day, even though they can't be with you in the classroom. Okay, so that's it. If you have any questions for me, you feel free to email me at lessonsforlittleones@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to help you.